Hey, good evening, everybody. Karen here. Just thought I would briefly come on tonight with one of my teammates, Elsa Winterkorn. Give me a moment. I'm just going to invite her. And we've got something pretty incredible that we want to share with you this evening. So give me 1 second here. Hope everybody's having a great it was Wellness Wednesday for me. I was able to bless some people today with some great stuff. Uh, so, and here we are, Elsa. Hello.
Hello.
I was just sharing about Wealth Wednesday today and being out there and blessing some people with some random acts of kindness.
I did mine. I always do if I'm out and about on a Wednesday.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I was at Walmart today, so I slipped a $10 bill under two different cans of baby formula. So hopefully
Nice. Yeah,
a mom
very
will
nice.
will get a surprise. So
Yeah, that's always
yeah.
nice. Nice.
So are you excited?
I am. Like, listen, I wasn't sure, right? Till
So so it's funny because what we're going to talk about tonight is this. As I put in the description, there's a new kid on the block stirring up a lot of energy.
can't even see
Right?
it.
I
Really?
know it's
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing.
Mm,
Um, so I'm waiting for my 12 pack
mm,
of 28 patches to come in.
mm-hmm.
But I noticed that you had yours and you shared a couple of things with me today, and I thought, that's really cool because that's exactly how this is supposed to work. And I wanted to just share with people how it's different from our victory patch because I've already had questions about, well, if I'm already wearing victory for energy, why do I need the new boost patch?
Oh, yeah, I've
Um,
had that question too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you share what you're already feeling today, just putting the patch on today?
Yeah. So I made sure that I only had my immune optimization patch on because everybody's sharing this beautiful, wonderful cold that's going around. And, when you're self employed, you can't afford to have sick days because you don't have sick days. So when I put this on this morning, I was like, okay, we're going to see how we do. Because I had a client at 10 a.m. Then I went and got my hair done at noon. And, you sit around and wait, right, in between processing and whatever. And sometimes you just kind of like zone out and you feel a little lethargic. And especially if you don't have a thyroid. When you don't have a thyroid, it's a real honest to God struggle challenge to not have those deep lulls during the day. It gets tough. And I gave up coffee too because of my acid reflux. And I've never been into energy drinks ever in my entire life. And I don't even drink pop in general. And so it's like, how do you get through your day when you have all these things against you, right?
Yeah.
And so having this patch on and having a spa client at 5 o'clock at night, so nice big gap, and sometimes and reflexology really, I'm sitting down and I can do it on autopilot, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like driving a car to point A and B, and you get to point B and you're like, oh, how did I get here? Well, it's
Right.
autopilot. So it's the same idea with your brain. When you do something all the time for 13 years,
Yeah.
you can go into autopilot mode and you get kind of lethargic along with the spa client who's snoring, right? And the spa music is playing and everything is just like zen.
Yeah.
And I sometimes I have to really struggle with myself to be like, okay, you know have
Yep.
that energy.
Get with
And
the
I
program.
yeah, so with the patch, I was like sitting here waiting this afternoon and just on my phone because I'm on an online vendor event, so I was creating content. And but even so, sometimes when you're just waiting, you get in that lull, and I could feel that it was like coming a little bit, and I thought, oh shit, but it didn't go there. And I'm like, oh wow,
Awesome.
it's kind of like did that. It just kind of bypassed it. And I went, well, this is interesting. This
Right.
is different because I don't have like my heart's not racing. I don't have the jitters. I don't have any kind of like, my hands are calm. Like I don't have
Yeah.
anything else going on, but I just feel this really nice energy flow that I'm alert, I'm awake, I'm not hitting that wall of just close your eyes for 5 minutes. Because that's when you don't have a thyroid, people don't understand. It really messes you up.
Yeah.
Like you're a
Yeah.
mess in the inside. You need to wear a band-aid here and go, I'm a little bit broken inside. So the squirrel moments and all that
Yeah.
stuff and brain fog and lethargic and that all plays in part of it. But I'm telling you, I'm impressed. I'm
That,
impressed that
that's
I
awesome. And
didn't go into those deep dives that I can go into throughout my day. And I'm like, this is a good one. This is very good. And I do use the victory patch when I go on my long walks
yeah. Yeah. And
because
that, yeah.
it just gives me what I need. Number one, it's all muscle support, right?
Yeah.
So there I am, and I've got arthritis in my knees, and I tend to have a little bit of a sway back. So it's giving me core muscle strength so that I don't get the lower lumbar swing. And I can do more steps and I'm not exhausted. Like I can do a nice walk in the morning and come home and do a spa client. I'm not out of gas,
Yeah. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
really important because we like to get our steps in, but I like to do it in the morning. It's just get it out of the way, get it done. You've done it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
impressed. You haven't tried it yet?
I have. I had one on the other day when I was going through, well, um, I had I had a rough day the other day only because it's been a year since my mom's passed, and although
Right.
I use the peace patch, which is great, it helps with
Yeah.
calming and what have you.
Yeah.
You touched on something really cool because the victory patch, as you said, is more for muscular energy. Athletes or
Yeah.
walking, whatever, when we need to have the muscle recruitment and that energy to keep our body moving.
Yeah.
But sometimes your body is in action and it's ready to go, but the old brain is like, I'm mentally or emotionally drained. I just can't do anymore. And that's why this boost patch is amazing because this is
Yeah.
giving you the mental boost. And you touched on energy drinks and such, and I know in those energy drinks there's something called taurine. And taurine, for those that aren't familiar with it, can cause anxiety, can cause heart palpitations, can cause the jitters. You've got that midday crash. So, and it's also something that, for somebody who needs that extra energy boost mentally, if they're looking at energy drinks or even extra caffeine or what have you, you know, pregnant moms, nursing moms, that's not something that they should be using. Kids should definitely not be using them.
Well,
And that's why I free, age safe, anybody can use it. So I did use this the other day as I was going through my day because I knew I was going to be mentally exhausted with dealing with the fact that it has been a year, dealing with that anniversary, going to the cemetery. It's a 2.5 hour drive there, it's a 2.5 hour drive back. By the time I do that, like, I am mentally exhausted. And I will tell you, when I came home, it was just like, okay, let's do laundry, let's get stuff made for lunches the following day. So I'm excited to get my 12 pack of
yeah.
patches and share them with some people. I've got some people that already want to order them before they're available to the general public on December the 1st. But yeah, just another great
Yeah.
reason to be involved with this company.
Yeah.
And $1 million in sales
In 90 minutes.
in 90 minutes. $1 million in sales in 90 minutes.
Crazy.
And the other
Crazy.
great thing is, we are the fastest growing company. I did see that there was an announcement that we will be featured in a magazine for direct sales and on the cover. So I'm excited to see that as
Oh, I
well.
didn't
But
see
if
that
if
yet.
yes,
Ah,
So if you guys are watching and you want more information, if you're watching and your friends or acquaintances or know Elsa, who's also an amazing reflexologist, I might add, in London,
yes.
Ontario, reach out to Elsa. If you're somebody who's watching who's been following my journey or what have you, definitely put a comment down below, interested or I'm all in or energy, whatever it is that you want to do, and we'll certainly share some information with you about the upcoming launch on December the 1st. So Boost, there is a new kid on the block stirring up a lot of energy. This is our 13th
Yeah.
patch that we have that helps with different all of them help with different aspects of your mental wellness, physical wellness, and so on. So yeah.
What I really like too is the Boost doesn't have sugar, so it's diabetics don't have to worry about this sugar content, right? There's just so
Exactly.
many different things, ingredients that are in those drinks. And, I just did a vendor event at Boswick Community Center, and there was somebody promoting energy drink, and it was monk fruit, and I forget what other, but it still had caffeine. It still had caffeine.
Yeah.
So, it's these kids that even if they're doing that gaming for a living because they can make money at it, right?
Yeah.
So if that's a situation that's happening, then I mean, why wouldn't we want to get this on them,
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah. And I'm telling you, people with thyroid issues and uh, stuff like that, autoimmune diseases that are really struggling with energy and long haul COVID, right? That's
Yeah.
still out there. People still are taking like this cold that hit that has been around. I'm telling you, I have spa clients that are down for 3 weeks. They have no energy.
Yeah.
And I did catch that cold from Paula. She came with a mask on, and I told her to come anyways. I knew she wasn't feeling 100%, so it's my bad, not hers. But I'm telling you, if I didn't have this, I'd be 3 weeks canceling clients. I only had to cancel that 1 week, and it was 2 days that I canceled clients.
Yeah.
And then I had the weekend to just kind of, get my stuff together. And by Monday, I was good. So if it wouldn't be for that,
Yeah. Exactly.
so
Exactly.
yeah.
I know,
But
I
yeah,
know with me, still, dealing with remnants of multiple concussions and
yeah,
a traumatic brain injury. Yes, I'm on my healing journey. I have been for the past couple of years.
yeah,
I'm nowhere near what I was years ago.
yeah,
Definitely, I would say probably 90%, but the
yeah,
other day I noticed, even, with the odd brain fog and such that kicks in every now and again, nothing. Like
yeah,
absolutely nothing. So I'm excited. I have some athletes that use the victory patch, and I'm excited for them to be using that and the boost
yeah,
patch. To see, you've got your muscular energy, extra stamina, power,
yeah,
balance, stability, what have you with the victory, and then add
yeah,
this for a boost to the mind.
yeah.
I'm excited.
And no more, like, not as many cups of coffee and all that stuff.
Exactly.
You know, Scott's always like, "Are you sure you don't want to?" Like, I'll do decaf once in a while. I had a decaf today when I went to my hairdresser's. Um, and there's a certain way that the decaf has to be processed. It's the Swiss water method.
Yeah.
So that you're not being that it's not being taken out via chemicals,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, things like that. So when you do a switch onto anything, you want to know what's in it and how it's being done. And I love the fact, I mean, when we can say this is like putting a band-aid on, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, because people say, oh, you need to be Health Canada approved and you need to be FDA approved. And I'm like, why? We're like a band-aid. So why do we need that?
Absolutely.
You explain to me why we need that. If does a band-aid need
Right.
approval, like all these approvals? And like, well, no,
Yeah.
Well, why not? Because it doesn't have ingredients. There's no chemicals. It's a Band-Aid. It's
Yeah.
a lasered pattern patch.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah, anyways, I'm very excited to keep sharing. I put it on both of my hairstylist, Barb, and her partner, Emily. And halfway through my process, Emily's like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel so chatty right now.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
they have long days coming up, right? Because Christmas is coming and they're being booked, and Barb works till 8 and 9 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna reach out to Barb again and see how she did today,
Yeah.
right?
I think,
That's what it's all about, is the feedback, right?
oh, exactly, exactly. And you talk about the long days and such, and I was just thinking, all of these people come to mind when this patch first came out, because of course I'm thinking, concussions, that kind of stuff. And now when we're talking about long days, I'm thinking long haul truck
Yeah,
drivers,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah,
like you're doing that job all day long, and it's like you say the other, when you do something for so long, you can go into autopilot and you just run those routes and run those routes. But at the end of those days, they
yeah,
are mentally spent.
yeah,
And if this can help them, keep up that energy as
yeah,
a even keel along the
yeah.
day,
It is. It's
it's
a
going to be
very even
awesome.
keel. Like
Yeah,
there's been no like this. It's just been put on the patch this morning at like 9 o'clock or whatever.
yeah,
And I haven't hit the wall. I haven't been squirrely. I haven't been brain fog. I haven't been all the stuff that I struggle with, and
yeah,
the fact that I gave up coffee and caffeine, so this is nice that I have this in my back pocket to just use. Yeah.
yeah. And that's the great thing too. It's not something where, you take an energy drink or you take a couple of shots of espresso or whatever, and you
Yeah.
get that sudden jolt of energy, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like right? You're not going to get that with
So
this. This is
it'll be
just,
interesting when I go to bed,
yes,
right? Because that's the other thing is like the questions are like, so when you go to bed, is it going to keep you awake?
I
I'm
would
gonna
think
see.
seeing, yeah, it'll be good to see,
Yeah,
but I'm thinking myself, just knowing how it works with the
yeah,
neurotransmitters, that it's going to be a calming
yeah,
even flow. So, sometimes at nighttime, even while you're sleeping, if you're not getting into your REM and your deep sleep, your sleep is all over the place. And you've got those, you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I'm just wondering if this is going to be something in addition to the REM patch, because I use that every night to
yeah,
get me into my deep sleep. If this will, you know what, maybe I'll put mine on tonight before I go to bed,
yeah.
try it that way, and then have it
And
on
just
during the day,
test
because
it.
it is a 24-hour patch. So
Yeah, right. It is 24 hours, so that's a great way
yeah,
to test anything. Is we have to try it to test it and get feedback. And yeah, so that's the whole game, is to have people just use it and tell us how they feel. And again, it's not going to be this vibration of, oh, look at my energy. It's not
yeah,
that. It's just,
yeah.
I'm here and I've stayed here and I haven't done this or this or this. And I'm like, this is cool. This is very
Awesome.
cool. I really like it.
Awesome.
Anyways,
Awesome.
love
Well,
ya.
I'm glad that you hopped on and shared.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. And you know what? We'll keep people posted. Maybe we'll just do updates
yeah,
as we go along, and keep people posted.
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Get all the feedback that we can and put it into testimonials so that people can see,
Absolutely.
because it'd be nice
Absolutely.
to see with kids and everything, right? So
Absolutely. So Super Patch Testimonials, that's the group that we're referring to. If you're not already in there, look it up, get yourself in that group. That's got
yeah,
a lot of amazing, amazing testimonials on all of our patches. And until next time, Elsa, thank you so much.
love ya.
Love you. We'll
Bye.
talk to you later.
Bye. See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.